Welcome back to the Mookie Chilson channel and an important archaeological update in the excavation and exhumation of pinhole cards for my Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame. And I will get to that in just 1 minute, but I want to start off by showing off some really cool exhibit cards that I got hold of in a lot. This is Ralph Kiner, Pittsburgh Pirates slugger, National League home run champion, 6 years running at one point. Again, these cards were issued from 1947 through 1966, I believe. In vending machines, there's nothing on the back on most of them. Some of them have numbers, but not these ones. And somebody wrote on here, Pirates outfield, and that's where Ralph played. I just love these cards because they're oversized. The photography is really cool. The fake phony autographs that don't even bother to really get to be, they're not even facsimile autographs. They look like somebody pretending to make a facsimile autograph. There's lefty great Warren Spahn, what I would call a pre-Mets card of Warren Spahn on the Boston Braves. You can see on the back there, Braves pitcher. The card I really got the lot for was this card. I love this image of Stan the Man, Stan Musial, on deck circle, 3 bats over his shoulder, that famous sort of almost grinning look on his face as he watches the pitcher and gets ready to take his place in the batter's box. I just love this image. I know it's black and white. I know you can't see the red birds on the bat, but it's just, to me, one of the best images of Stan Musial on any cardboard ever. And so this was the real reason I got the cards. You can see on the back, cards outfield, and then we got some adhesive marks. This was glued into something at some point, which is fine. But in addition to that, it came with this Luke Easter card, who is a Luke Easter slugging Cleveland Indians first baseman, who had several successful years for them in the, I believe, late 40s and early 50s, or maybe it was all in the 50s. Somebody will correct me. Luke Easter is not in the Hall of Fame, and therefore cannot really go on the Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame, even though he's got this pinhole. I did not notice that. It's got plenty of tape and stuff. I really wasn't buying the lot for the Luke Easter, but it came with Luke Easter. And Luke Easter has a pinhole, and so that's pretty cool. Somebody was really into Luke Easter back in the day, and I appreciate that. So there's Luke, and we don't have room on the Wall of Fame for him either, but we do have a tiny little corner there. You may be able to see it. And the Graphco map tags are ready to be deployed, and that is because I have an update to the Holy Grail Wall of Fame, and the update is coming because, as we take a tour here, the Holy Grail Wall of Fame spans, the 50s, 60s, 70s, and even into the 80s. As we see, the latest card I've been able to find of a Hall of Famer, you see in the upper right there, is Michael Jack Schmidt of the Philadelphia Phillies, this 1982 Topps card. And I've always wanted to see, what is the most recent version of a pinhole card I could find? Because I always wondered, when did kids stop doing this? When did they stop, holding and keeping their cards in this way and sort of defacing their cards to display in their rooms? And the answer to that, as far as I knew, was 1982, because I couldn't find anything later than that. Well, I ended up finding something later than that, and there it is. It is this 1984 Nolan Ryan Topps card. You can see next to Nolan's face in the inset photo there in the red, he's got a hole there. So this is the latest version. So if you were doing an archaeological study and doing a carbon dating, a core sample of the ice in the Arctic, of when did the holy cards go extinct, that number moved up from 1982 to 1984. There may be later cards. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I haven't been looking forever, so we'll see how this this progresses. But as of now, um, this is a post-Mets card, Nolan Ryan, and he is going to go up on the Pinhole Wall of Fame. He's going to go right underneath. He's going to go right underneath Ralph Kiner. Kiner's corner gets a little bit displaced. He's still basically in the corner, but there you have it. So 1984 is your new leader for the latest year that a Pinhole card was created by a kid. I think 1984, again, that was when I basically started collecting cards myself, and I never would have dreamed of sticking up a pin through a card. And it's because at some point, I think, kids started realizing that these things were worth money, and putting pinholes in cards probably, you know, would do something to detract from what you could get for a card if you wanted to sell it. I know the first Beckett magazine price guide came out in 1984, so I don't think there's any mistake for why these cards stopped getting skewered the way you see in front of you here. But maybe I'm missing something. Maybe something else changed. I don't know. Maybe you could tell me in the comments. Either way, that is an important update to the Pinhole Holy Grail Wall of Fame. And some cool exhibit cards that I found, including Stan the Man. There he is. And we'll be back with more when I have it. Thank you.